Like a couple of years ago, the internet was not even, like 10 years ago or so, it was much harder in some ways for an up-and-coming artist to make it. But at the same time, it can be much harder to make money off the internet. How important has the internet been for you guys? And do you guys think that the way the music industry is going because of the internet, and the LimeWires, etc., is good?
I mean, as you said, it's a blessing and a curse. 10 years ago, a musician wouldn't have been able to get out this way, and thanks to the blogosphere, I mean, that's how we are where we are right now. In terms of, monetizing this, I think it could be difficult. I mean, of course, it's going to be difficult to make money because pirating music is kind of in right now, but I think, everything's going to work itself out. People are going to make music till the end of time, and so there's got to be some sort of
a lot of people. We're obviously talking to a lot of people in the industry, and have a lot of also just friends who are involved in the industry, and a lot of people are freaking out, saying with downloading, record labels are going from staffs of 500 to staffs of 20. What's going to happen to music? Blah 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 blah. But you look at when, for example, I mean, this is sort of relevant, but when Pixar came out and started doing all their kind of graphic design stuff instead of hand animation, a lot of animators were scared they were going to lose their jobs, and then they realized, well, now we'll just learn how to use a computer instead of draw it by hand, and now they're making even more money. So yes, there are some problems in the music industry, but clearly music isn't going anywhere.
You guys have got all this stuff on the internet right now, and people are buzzing. A lot of people really like your stuff, and the question is, what are the future plans of Timeflies? Are you guys going to pursue this? What are you planning on doing as far as music?
I think the sky is the limit, and we're amped up. We're more amped up than everybody else is amped up. We want to, both of us are music majors, and really can't think of anything else that we would rather or could even see ourselves doing. And so for that reason, we're going to keep dropping tracks and keep playing shows, and hopefully, we'll be moving from the whatever couple thousand audience to the couple million as soon as possible.
Yeah. And do you guys have any advice for a person who is, who's gone sort of down the same path as you guys and wants to pursue music? Do you have any advice of where to start?
Yeah, you know what? Get yourself some good software and lock yourself in your room until you make something hot, because it's literally, people always ask me, like, a lot of kids will say, what sound is that one synth and this part of that? And it's like, to be honest, it's like a couple square waves, which, might sound scary to like the non-musician, but when you look at these programs and you learn how to use a couple things, like you kind of realize like it's really not as complex as it seems. And a lot of these programs look really intense. You see Pro Tools, you see a bunch of faders, knobs, you're like, it's music, it's crazy. But it's really not. And if you hear it in your head, you can get it out on the computer, you can get it out on the guitar or whatever.
And the other thing is just put it out, put yourself out there. Rob and I started doing this like 2 years ago, and we just said, no, we're not good enough. No, we can't do it.
Right.
But,
and then somebody sent one of our songs to one of these blogs, and everyone's like, whoa, this is great. And then we were like, all right, well, then we can do this again and again. So now we're, making bangers. Obviously, we, love our stuff, too.
So I guess,
crazy, but.
So I guess the message is put yourself out there, because if you don't, you won't know. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
And so do you guys have any concerts coming up if people are interested, want to hear more of your stuff?
Yeah, we're playing our biggest one that we're pushing right now because it's the soonest. We got February 17th at the Middle East, which is in Boston. We're opening for Chris Webby, who's another up-and-coming, hip-hop, whatever act. Good guy. It's gonna be dope. We also have a bunch of other things. Sorry, we were playing. We got another show at Starboard Hudson in a few weeks. We're on the Morning After tour, which has shows all over the place. We're talking Silver Lake Soho. We're talking to literally more schools than I can name right now about playing their spring flings and whatever spring concerts. It's real exciting. So
yeah, we're just happy to get the opportunity. But yeah, we'll definitely let you know the different shows as they come, and we hope to see everyone there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And if you guys had to name, Timeflies had to name 5 favorite current artists of your guys, because I'm sure you guys have a lot of good suggestions out there. What would you say?
Wow, that's a big question. Yeah, that is. I mean, can we clarify this question? I'm sorry to but are we saying our favorite 5 or 5 artists that we want your listeners to go home and check out?
Preferably someone new. Like, don't name like Katy Perry, because everyone's
Right. Yeah. No, she's not on our top 5.
Yeah.
Although she is in my top 5 babes.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, she can call me if you're listening right now.
I don't know. This is only a high school station.
I mean, I guess we'll do. 2 each, and then we'll throw in the wild card.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna have to still go. I know I said this 5 minutes earlier, but if you have not heard Flux Pavilion, you're missing out. They are unreal. They kill it. Every song is fire. Check them out. The other one that I think is great and on a similar type of music, but Pretty Lights, is also fire. Check them out. Brenton Duvall is doing some great work DJing. He's one of our like contemporary kind of guys, and he makes really hot stuff. So definitely check him out. Who else we loving these days?
Is that 5?
Yeah, I mean we're repping our boys, but Colin McLaughlin, you're the man. You make great stuff. We like it. PJ Simon. You know what? The thing is, like, whatever blog you found us on, whoever found us, check out the other dudes, because everybody's bopping these days. You know what I'm saying?
It's true. It's true. There's a lot. Camelback is incredible. It really is. I mean, that's where I found you guys, but it's amazing what you can find out there.
And I think the goal is to just turn more people on to sites like that, because it gets those up-and-comers and it gets that raw music that hopefully gets more polished. But, that's where you find it.
All right.
That's where you find your next group.
Definitely. And thank you guys very much for being here. The interview is coming to an end, unfortunately. But remember, guys, WWPT listeners, to check out Timeflies. They have 6 songs right now, right? 6 singles? I think.
Sounds good. I don't know.
That's about right.
Tell me if I'm right. Cars, Money, and Fame. Teenage Dream featuring Loggy. He's great as well. Pipe Dreams. Lose My Mind, All Night, and Fade.
Yeah, we got more coming like you can't imagine, so get excited. Yeah.
All right, guys, get excited. They're ready to...
Come to the show.
Yeah.
Come to the show. Thanks a lot for having us, man.
All right, no problem. Good luck in the future, guys. I think you guys are going to go far. People are going to be seeing more of you.
All right, I really appreciate it.